Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. With me is the CEO of Tonix Pharmaceuticals, Seth Lederman, to share the results of an encouraging, I think we could say, new study on your long COVID treatment. So give me kind of the summary, and then we'll dig a little deeper into what this treatment is.
Thank you, Jane. Yes, we just reported top-line results from a phase 2 study of our experimental medicine in treating long COVID. And we were encouraged by the robust effect size of our drug in improving the symptom of fatigue in long COVID. And fatigue is considered by many people the signature symptom of long COVID.
Okay, so potentially if everything goes well, this might be on the market at the end of next year, or is that too optimistic?
Studies, we'll have to do a fairly long study. So the study would probably take a year, and typically you need 2 studies. So in the normal course of things, it would be, 3 or 4 years before the drug was approved. Yeah. However, long COVID is recognized somewhere close to being a national emergency. The Department of Health and Human Services recently opened a special office called the Office of Long COVID Research and Practice that's run by the Assistant Secretary of HHS. And generally speaking, that is to coordinate the long COVID research across the government. But the HHS estimates that between 7 and 23 million Americans are suffering from long COVID. And it's been published by an academic that fatigue is the dominant symptom that leads to disability. So I think that, I don't know how, but I suspect that in some way we should count on some kind of FDA or HHS, someone considering ways to expedite this development. Because it is affecting so many people. And with our data, which we think is quite promising, we think that hopefully patients won't have to wait that long. But of course, we have to go through the rigorous FDA procedure to get drug approval, because this is an experimental treatment. It's not approved for any indication, but we think it has promise. Okay. Well, Seth, congratulations on the results so far. Look forward to updates. And I know you've been an important part of New to the Street, and this is our 500th show. So I just wanted to welcome you to our 500th show, because it's kind of a milestone for the company. Jane, congratulations on your 500th show. And we have really enjoyed being part of New to the Street. We appreciate that you followed us. And best of luck for the future, and congratulations on what you've already achieved.
Thank you.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
Dr. Ari Soffer is the CEO of SimpleMD and the author of a new book, Prescription Strength. And with me also David Fagan. Great to have you back here at the NASDAQ. Yeah. And let's talk to you, Doctor, about, we've been hearing a lot about these weight loss drugs, Ozempic, Wegovy, and all of those. Explain what's going on there. Is there a difference between the FDA-approved weight loss medications and the ones that are offered by the different companies? Explain that.
So it's a good question, and they are a class of drugs. Really, we like to call them the GLP-1 or glucagon-like peptides, which is basically a drug that's been around for 20 years, or a class of drugs. Really safe, used really well with diabetics, and has this nice side effect of weight loss. And we've seen that, and recently the new part of it is that it's been used in people that don't have diabetes for that side effect of weight loss or for the specific effect of weight loss. And it's really changed the way we're viewing weight loss and weight gain and obesity in general.
Yeah. Well, and I saw that Novo Nordisk, which is behind Ozempic, I believe, right?
Yes.
Is now the largest company in Europe because of this drug. I mean, that
Yeah.
literally just happened, and it surpassed, I think it was LVMH. So it's clearly some interest in these drugs. So, yeah.
Well, and they're in the headlines everywhere now. And Wall Street Journal just did an article titled "The Debate is Over," right? And it's basically not about willpower. It's actually about biology. Do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, so that's been sort of the mantra at SimpleMD, something we've been talking about for a while, where really in the past we don't think that people failed diets. It's really, at the end, diets failed people. And it's really a biologic condition, meaning obesity is a biologic condition, and it needs a biologic solution. So the solution that has just sort of come about is a very safe one. It's been studied for 20 years in another population, and now that we're attaching it to weight gain, it is incredibly powerful and something like we've never seen before in medicine. So that's why it can't just be take a shot and go away. You have to consider these medications, work with a team, either your doctor, which we at SimpleMD are able to coordinate the care between the doctor, the coaches, the pharmacy access, because there's a shortage of these things right now, and there's going to be for a while because everybody is realizing the benefits. So we have to combine all of these things into one place, and that's what the SimpleMD platform is designed to do, so that care coordination with the team, so no individual does this alone.
Great. SimpleMD.com.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Soffer. David, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Doctor.
guys. Thank you.
Mark Kohler is a tax attorney and author, and we've also got David Fagan with us of Top Talent. And Mark, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So many questions about taxes, and I feel like it's such a complicated subject. So, of course, the federal budget discussion was going on. President Biden talking about mega Roths.
Yes.
And his proposed budget for 2024 wants to limit the amount in retirement accounts. So what do you think of that proposal?
Well, it's really sad. The Biden administration really wants us to not be too successful with our Roth IRAs. Even though Social Security is not something we're all confident in.
Absolutely.
We've got to be using the most tax-preferred vehicle out there, which is the Roth IRA. For those that don't know what a Roth IRA is, it's simply an account that can grow tax-free and come out tax-free. It can even pass to your family tax-free, and they have 10 years to pull it out. It's wonderful. It's one of the bedrocks of good tax planning.
Yeah.
But after Peter Thiel and some others found that self-directing the Roth IRA is the real way to build it. He started with $2,000 in 1999. 2019, $5 billion in his Roth IRA.
This was Peter Thiel?
Yeah.
You're actually making me kind of interested in taxes. Like, I love the stock market, but now I'm getting interested in taxes.
Well, and I just love how much you're empowering people. It's like self-directed IRAs, but it's self-directed everything. And maybe just last thing, maybe what is self-directed IRAs? What is self-directed? I mean, I don't think people really understand that.
Yeah, you bet. Let's bring it back full circle. So we want to encourage people to invest their Roth IRAs and start their small business, hire their children, start building wealth and that American dream again. Believe like, I can do this. I can control my own destiny. I don't have to wait for Social Security. So self-directing your IRA, and I'm on the board of directors at directedira.com. We love to help clients invest their retirement accounts. This year, I think we'll have 1.5 billion in accounts. We don't make money on that. We're like, we'll custodial your account at our trust company. Then you invest in what you want, and you go out there and do it. We don't want to hold your money, make money on it. And so it's kind of a anti-Wall Street strategy, and where you get to invest in what you love and make more money. And self-directing is that ability to to invest in, gosh, alternatives to the main street.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. I mean, it's so interesting. Pique people's interest and go learn more on your website or one of these conferences or something. I mean, great idea.
Thank you. There's so much information. I'm sure you just start Googling this, you'll find out no one has more books, videos, podcasts, and YouTube than me. And I really want to help the accounting industry in America just get back into it. Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Lahontan Gold is a top-tier gold and silver exploration company. And with me is the CEO, Kimberly, at one of the mines in Nevada. And welcome to the 500th show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and honored to be part of the show, actually.
Yeah, quite a milestone. So tell me about Lahontan Gold. For people who haven't seen our previous interviews, talk to me about the company.
Yeah, Lahontan Gold Corp is a newer story to the market. It's only been around for 16 months publicly. But we have 4 assets in the Walker Lane, Nevada, a top-tier jurisdiction. Our Santa Fe flagship asset is a past producer of gold and silver, open pit, heap leach style operation, 1 gram rock, very good grades and recoveries. Our West Santa Fe asset, we just got to be a bolt-on satellite project to Santa Fe. But really, when you think about Lahontan Gold Corp, we believe that we want people to think about that we are the oxide consolidator of Nevada, because that is the easiest thing. It's lowest cost to extract out of the ground.
Yeah. Talk to me about precious metals. I don't think people realize how important gold and silver are to everyday items that we use. So talk about how they play into our future.
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's really important for people to understand that all metals are critical. Gold and silver are no exception. There's a lot of silver in solar panels, for example. Gold is part of the connection to all devices that you can think of. So it's not just lithium and cobalt and all the things that you hear in the news to build cars and such, because I think they forget about the little components. But at the end of the day, they're all important. And we just don't have enough of it. So the message I always say is, you should be thinking about, as far as your portfolio, gobbling up out of metals, because we can't make through them, and we need to, all across the world, we need to construct companies into production.
And you have mentioned that the Santa Fe project was a past producer. Do you plan to bring that mine back into production?
Well, that is the goal, of course. We have been doing a fair amount of drilling the past year and a half. We're trying to get the project to a critical level where we can make a production decision. We currently have about 1 million ounces of oxide, which is a fantastic number. But total resources we have is 1.7 million ounces. So if we can add 300,000 to 500,000 more ounces, then it really warrants us to push it through the production, through the permitting, to get the production as quick as possible. In parallel with that, though, we believe in this so much that we are doing a very extensive permit that takes about 1.5 years. It's called a plan of operation. And this allows all the studies to spring involved, make sure there's not anything indigenous or raptors, or we call the bugs and bunnies. Important things we need to make sure that when we go back to production, we're being responsible. So absolutely, that is the focus. I hope next year when I'm talking to you, that we're looking at production.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for joining us from Nevada.
I have a question for you, Ms. Jane.
Okay.
So your 500th episode, how have you been so successful? Like, what's your thing you've got going that makes it the magic of the show?
Well, I'll tell you, I love what I do. I love to talk to people like you CEOs that are doing innovative entrepreneurial things. I think that's great and so interesting about all this innovation that's going on, and just persistence, curiosity, and persistence.
Hard work, right?
Yeah, it is hard work, but that's okay. I'd be bored otherwise.
Thank you for having us. I really appreciate being a part of your
Thank
program.
you. No, it's great to see you.
It's not just soil, it's humasoil. Coming to a garden center near you.
The Sustainable Green Team is a provider of environmentally conscious solutions in arbor care, disposal, and recycling industry. And with me is the Director of Administration of the Sustainable Green Team, Brian Rivera, and Brian Meier, the Chief Operating Officer. So great to have you both here. So Brian, tell me about the sustainability and how SGTM plays a role in that.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having us. And if I can just give a little bit of props to you and your team. We are just, so many companies are really being blessed by what you guys are doing. So thank you for that. And sustainability is a word that we're beginning to hear even more and more in industries. Everybody is looking for sustainability. Sustainability actually is the action or the approach to be able to preserve the well-being of communities and environments. I take that very to heart, if I can say. I have 2 kids that I love with all my heart. Everything I do, I try to really focus and concentrate on their future and what they're gonna do and the life that they're gonna live. And that's why I believe the Sustainable Green Team is so important, and what we're doing in our company has such a great value, because that is exactly what we're doing. We actually, we have a new technology that's being released that personally, I believe that it's one of the best beneficial, if not the best, that really is being produced right now. It's humasoil. For many years and generations, we've been doing things, if I can say, wrong to our environment. Instead of taking advantage of the soil that's in the earth, we've been depleting it. We've been destroying it. And humasoil is 100% organic soil enhancer that actually manufactures water in the soil. With the world and everything that's going around, you can look at the news, places like California and other places where there's drought, where there's a lack of water being produced. This soil, or our technology, humasoil, is gonna be able to fix that. It's gonna be able to grow fruits, vegetables, any kind of harvest in the middle of the desert. And so this technology, it's taken over. It's going to create great things, and most of all, going back to it, it's going to secure future generations, food supply. It's going to help out our environment and communities, from cities to deserts to mountains, anywhere. This product is going to work, and it's going to cause a change.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be truly revolutionary to be able to grow food in the desert.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
There you go. Now, and Brian, how can somebody find out more about Sustainable Green Team? Where should they go?
They can go to our website.
Or just Google Sustainable Green Team, it'll pop up.
Or mulch manufacturing, mulchmfg.com.
Okay. If I can say something that I always encourage everybody, to come, please check out our
YouTube
channel.
page. Yeah.
It's SGTM, the Sustainable Green Team. And right there, you'll be able to meet more of the people like Brian was talking about, learn about our products, and really our heart and passion behind everything we do.
No, that's a good point, because I've actually been on there and it shows what you guys are actually doing. So with all the big equipment and everything. So thank you so much, Brian and
Thank
Brian,
you.
for joining me.
Thank you.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm M.PR.A. along with Alain Guillat, the CEO of Secure. All right, our weekly hack topic is a classic BCE attack between a businesswoman and her attorney, where she lost over $700,000 because her lawyer's email was attacked. Now, Alain, this is our topic today because this is what you work tirelessly with your company, your products, to prevent this type of activity. So let's break down what happened. What could the lawyer have done to prevent this type of attack? What do you think?
Yes, this was a case of a woman that, and we don't know if it's the lawyer or her email, but that got compromised. On the article, it seems that it was hers, but she's suing the lawyer. Anyway, whoever email was compromised, bottom line is this woman received an email, I guess, from the lawyer first to put a 10% deposit, which she did. Then she gets this other email from supposedly the lawyer to wire the rest of the money to an account. So she does it. And this email obviously was triggered by hackers, basically posing as a lawyer, essentially. And that's why she's suing the lawyer, because she's saying they should have had these special cybersecurity protection. And essentially this lady wires the money to X account, which obviously is the account of the hackers. And by the time she realized it, the money was gone. So now she's left living in her studio and she's suing the lawyer. This is a very, very common hack, unfortunately. And we tell people all the time to watch out for that. It's called a business email compromise. And the person, most consumers use a free email out there that don't have the security that's needed to protect their privacy and all of that. So that's that. The lawyer most likely uses one of the bigger typical emails out there. And when you send an email outside of your server, it's not secure. So this is why we say you should use our Secure Send feature to eliminate those kind of things. So the lawyer should take more precaution. Lady herself, obviously now she learned that she has to watch her email.
Well, we can't trust anyone. We would think someone would take responsibility, but we can't anymore. We have to put the control in our everyday lives. And that is exactly what we have been talking about for the past few years. I have completely changed how I email back and forth between my clients. And it is a lifestyle change. It's thinking about where your information, your data is going. And that's exactly what Secure provides. It provides a safe route to the person it needs to get to, especially when you're dealing with financial information. So talk a little bit about the Secure Mail features.
Yeah, that's why we have a feature, and so you can go to Secure and by email, VPN, and messaging. What's unique about our email system is we have a feature called Secure Send, which you can use right from our application once you buy the service, or on webmail. So essentially, it sends an email. In this case, the lady or the lawyer could have started and say, here's Mr. Smith sends you an email, click here to log in. You can password protect it, you can read limit, you can time limit. So there's a lot of protection you can put on that email. This email gets to the recipient, they click, they watch the content. You can also add a lot of PDFs, brochure, etc., which typically contracts are kind of heavy, so they may take up more space. And then the recipient can use secure reply without having to buy our system or register to secure. And the concept is the whole communication happens only in our servers in Switzerland, which are highly encrypted and have multiple layers, redundancy of security, and so forth. These other emails that you read about, the email goes on the open internet. It may have been secure in a server, but when it leaves the net and it's on the open, it's not secure anymore because the systems speak different languages from the sender to the recipient. So with us, you're always communicating within a closed loop, highly encrypted system and private in Switzerland. We also don't data mine anything, and these data mining do cause security flaws and cracks in security, not just privacy. So if you're transacting anything, whether you're buying an apartment, sending your medical record, or getting a loan for a new place, or whatever, buying as a business, you're buying merchandise and you do transaction, we do recommend that you buy secure mail and use the secure send and secure reply feature. Now, if two people have secure system, you don't need that. And of course, you can migrate your business domain to us. And it's only for a business, it's $10 a month. So imagine the headache that person could have saved by having a closed loop Swiss system like ours, where, it's not in the open right away for the hackers to watch.
Right, $10 a month versus losing $700,000. It's really about how much is your privacy worth to you. Now, for our viewers interested in your products today, you have a promo code, don't you?
Yes, we do. And I also recommend, by the way, if I may add that, get a VPN. Our VPN uses only Swiss IP address. We don't bundle any other solution with it, which means we don't sell your information to third party. And this will protect your IP address. It's all about protecting your identity from these malicious hacks. So if you go to secure.com and you put the promo code privacy, you get a 15% discount for the next 5 years on any solution. And we have online chat support from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Really good support. So we encourage people to go visit and try it out.
Perfect. Well, privacy has arrived with Secure. Great speaking with you again, Alain.
Thanks, Anna, and everybody be safe on the internet and watch out.
All right. Thanks all for watching.
Your data is vulnerable to cyber attacks. Introducing secure Swiss-hosted solutions. Secure Mail, Secure Messenger, and Secure VPN, protecting your communications, internet traffic, and identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit secure.com.